Hey friend, Roger Christopherson here again with another first listen review. This one is going to be way out in left field for me. I don't listen to much this style of music, but I had heard a lot of other people ranting and raving about this one, so I gotta check it out. I gotta see what this is all about. So I did a little bit of looking on YouTube here and checked out some stuff, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance on this one and get the album. It's BLACKBRAID and his album BLACKBRAID II. And from what I understand, it's a one-man deal. Even though the video has a full band in it, I can't find much information on this because here I went to Bandcamp, like I'm always ranting and raving about, you know, because this is all an independent release here. So Bandcamp is set up for independent artists generally, although I've seen some label stuff on here lately too, which I don't quite understand. But it's all like independent musicians. All the music or all the money that's made on here goes directly to the bands, and that's why I really like going to Bandcamp. But I don't get endorsed by them or anything like that. I just really like the site. A lot of my stuff is on here too, so that's one of the reason I like it. So I know how the whole deal works, and it was kind of cool. So I'm just kind of looking up on here. Didn't know anything about this music. Didn't know anything about this artist. I guess he's only been doing it for a couple years. This is only the second release. It looks like, although there's some other stuff on here that it looks like maybe before that. I don't know if they're singles or what, but the first album, it was only about a year and a half ago, so it doesn't look like he took much time in between, you know, what he did and all this stuff here. But the reason I was kind of hesitant is because black metal, like, how does he describe this? Let me get back here. He describes this as indigenous black metal from the solitude of the Adirondack wilderness. So I would kind of classify it more as, it sounded kind of like folk-ish black metal, although I'm really not familiar with black metal at all. It's not something that I've really ever dug into too deeply. It's just not a style of music that's ever reached out to me and grabbed me and pulled me in. The way it's recorded generally is kind of like, I mean, I don't know much about this, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it always seems like it's recorded poorly on purpose, if that makes any sense. And it's very, you know, not very distinct in between the instruments are not very distinct with each other. They're usually kind of like just kind of all muddy themselves together with like the death vocals, I guess, for lack of a better way to describe it, over the top, just kind of blending in. And when I can't understand what the vocals are saying, I just kind of like I don't get the point. But you know, that's just the way it's been for me. Trying to open up my mind to new things, and I figured this was a good place to start. So that being said, I think I'm glad I started with this one because it kicked in and it's recorded very well. The drums and the bass are just like right there, very clear. Guitars are actually very clear too. There's a lot of ups and downs in this album too. It's not all like just smack you in the face, you know, blast beats and screaming. It's actually got a lot of you know, slow interludes in here, and it does have the blast beats in it, and it's got you know, a lot of the obviously it's black metal, so it's got the black metal vocals throughout the whole thing. The music I really liked. The music I thought was like really drew me in. It was not what I expected. It was even when there's the blast beats going on, there's like a lot of melodic over the top of the riffs, which there's a lot of riffs too, which I did not expect. I thought it was just gonna be a lot of just, you know, dissonant chords and tremolo picking and just a lot of stuff over that, but there's a lot of melody going over the top of this stuff. There's a lot of interwoven guitars within each other, and the riffs change up. It doesn't stay the same from beginning to end. Not all the songs are just like, they don't all sound the same. They're all different, and it kind of opened my eyes up to what else might be out there. So this was probably a really good place for me to start. And the reason I'm kind of like doing this as a review is because there might be some other people out there that are hesitant like I was, that just aren't into black metal, that maybe want to check it out. This is probably a good place to start because it makes me want to maybe check out some other black metal. Maybe I've been missing something. I just had this way of thinking of what black metal was, and it just, not that I hated it or anything, it just didn't like reach out and grab me. Well, this one, when I actually checked it out, I was like, oh, this is actually some pretty cool stuff. And you know, I've heard some other stuff in the past from other bands that have the folk metal, black metal type thing, but they never reached out and kind of grabbed me like these songs did. He did it very well, and I don't know what his past is or the history of this BLACKBRAID is, but you know, if anybody else wants to comment below and let me know what other stuff he's done before this, or if he just came out of nowhere, I really don't know. Feel free to comment and let me know what you think of this. If there's other bands along this lines you think that me or other people out there listening to this might want to check out, feel free to comment down below and let us know what we should be checking out. But I was pleasantly surprised. I really like this. I'm going to be checking it out. I did not think I was going to enjoy this that much, and I really do. So, pleasantly surprised. So, hopefully somebody else out there will actually be pleasantly surprised like I was. So, anyway, as I always ask, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next one. See ya.